Hey guys, so as you can tell from the title, we're going to be doing a 6-month update on my baby girl who is back here playing. Hopefully she'll entertain herself, which she's pretty good at. But Josephine, if you're not familiar, and she goes by JoJo about 99.9% of the time. So that's what we're going to be doing today, kind of talking about milestones and stats and all that good stuff. Yeah, I am in a new setup. If you are not familiar with what's been going on with me and my channel, we moved out of state and we are currently living in a hotel, a hotel suite. So this is a hotel. I have my lights set up. The first time I've set up camp since moving, so hopefully everything looks okay as far as like quality, but bear with me. And for those of you who are new, welcome. Maybe you just stumbled across my video and thought you would take a click on it and check it out. I'm Sarah and I do lifestyle and beauty videos. Make sure to subscribe if you like the video so you can see more. Yeah, let's go ahead and jump in. All right, so I have little JoJo. Here she is. If you haven't met her before, she's just a little bit cranky because it's probably about time for dinner. So we're gonna try to get through this. Anyway, so JoJo is, how much does she weigh? On her 6-month appointment, she weighed 17 pounds and 13 ounces, which is the 79th percentile. And her height, she's 27.6 inches tall. So that is the 97th percentile. So she is she's a big girl. So yeah, she is a big girl. It doesn't really surprise me. I'm 5'9". I have some brothers who are like 6'5", 6'2", 6'3". My sister, my younger sister and only sister, is I think 6 foot. So, and Adam is 6'1". That's my husband. So, I mean, it's not really that big of a shock, is it? So as far as clothing size, she's wearing a range of clothes. She's wearing a range of clothing sizes. You know, it just depends on the brand and what kind of, you know, thing it is. Like a legging, it's gonna fit tighter, but 18 months is kind of the standard, which is insane that she's wearing 18-month clothes. And she is wearing a size 4 diaper, a size 5 nighttime diaper, overnight diaper, because she does sleep through the night. She's been sleeping through the night, knock on wood, since she was about 3 months. So, and she sleeps about like 12 to 13 hours. And so we just got her the overnight diapers. They're a lot more absorbent. I do get the Honest ones and I just get them at Target. You can order them online as well. So her sleeping has been just tremendous. And initially when she was born, she was sleeping in our bedroom before we moved. And she was sleeping in the pack and play, like the one with the bassinet type top. But the weight limit for that bassinet top is 15 pounds. So I think like around maybe around 3 months, it's all kind of blending together, but she was 15 pounds. And so we moved her to her crib in her nursery down the hall from my bedroom, and the first couple of nights was awful because I was like I missed her, and like I'm like, I need her in here, even though we had a baby monitor and I could see everything she was doing. She's been sleeping in there and it's been awesome. And now that we're in the hotel, she sleeps in a pack and play. Thank goodness she has her own bedroom. So I just crank on the noise machine, the white noise machine, on high, and she sleeps in the pack and play. I was so scared that her sleep routine would be all thrown off when we moved, but she has adjusted so amazingly well. And then in some of my previous update videos, maybe like 1 month or newborn favorites video, we had talked about swaddles, and you know, she had like the Halo Sleep Sack swaddles. And obviously once your baby starts rolling over, you shouldn't swaddle them anymore. At least that's what my pediatrician recommended for me. It's like really hot with these lights. I'm like sweating. Hopefully you can't see it on the camera. So now she just wears to bed, she wears like a footed, like a sleep and play, like a zip up one. And then she wears like a wearable blanket, which is also by Halo. This is kind of what it looks like. It just zips up and down, and it's like sleeveless. So basically just a little extra warmth. My husband calls it the wombat suit. Most people, 95% of people say she looks just like me. What do you guys think? But I think as she's getting a little bit older, like month by month, she's starting to look like a blend, a nice blend of my husband, her daddy, and then me, and also like a little bit of a unique JoJo, like herself. And then she does have blue eyes. Daddy has blue eyes, I have green eyes, and they're kind of like, they're kind of like a bluey gray, so I'm guessing they'll maybe stay blue or turn. You can see JoJo. That's what her eyes look like. She has very fair skin like me. When she was born, she had like almost like pitch black hair, and I'll put a picture here, and she had quite a bit of it. So as you can see now, her hair is like a light brown, and it's getting lighter by the day. A lot of her birth hair, the stuff she was born with, like fell out, or kind of, you see that strip on the back of her head? It like got really bald. And so basically, I think all of it ended up falling out at some point, and then it grew back in this color. So I think she'll be a blonde as a toddler. I think it's gonna keep getting lighter and lighter because my husband and I were both blondes as little kids. This girl is a happy girl. She wakes up smiling every single day. Pretty much. Are you grabbing your ear? I actually called the pediatrician because she was grabbing her ear, and I was like, oh my god, she has an ear infection, but they said not to worry. She doesn't have any of the other signs of an ear infection. Anyway, side note, she is just so happy and so jolly all the time, and the only times when she gets fussy really is when she's overtired or when she's hungry. Right now it is, what time is it? It's almost 5:30 at night, so it is about time for dinner time, when we eat solid foods once a day, and bedtime. She's usually in bed and out by 7. So let's go into eating, and then I'll talk a little bit more about her sleeping. So at 4 months, our pediatrician, well, our old pediatrician now that we moved, he wanted us to start incorporating solids. So we started with baby oatmeal that you mix with formula, and then that. So we started with that, and then we started into just like the Gerber first foods, just like the regular, like, what is it, peas, bananas, like apples and all that stuff. And she actually prefers vegetables. I think the sweet foods, like the fruits, are a little too tart for her, so I actually have to mix those in with oatmeal to get her to eat it, because she always has the sour face, like when she eats fruits. So she talks a lot too. I'm gonna put this down a little bit so you guys can see her. So now she eats the Gerber. It's like my second food. It's like step 2. It's basically you just get more. So she started with like 2.5 ounces once a day at, around dinner. Now she's doing 4 ounces at dinner. And just last week when we had our 6-month appointment, he said we can start having her eat solids. It's not really solids, it's still liquidy in my opinion, but more than once a day. It's just such a freaking disaster when she eats. So it's, when we're out and about running errands, it's just not practical to have her eat solids. So right now we're doing once a day, but I will start incorporating her into eating solids more than once a day. And then, so as far as bottles, she is, we do formula. If you watched any of my previous videos, she does about 4 to 5 8-ounce bottles a day. So yeah, she is getting all her food, and she's growing, and she's healthy. So like, let's go back to eating. So we have a space-saving high chair. I think that's what it's called. Fisher Price, I believe. I'll put it in a picture and link it below for you guys. I always link everything I talk about. She's getting a little hungry. You let us know about it. Ba 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 ba. I think she likes the bright lights. Daddy's coming home to feed her, so that's good. Anyway, we have that high chair, and I like it because it doesn't take up a whole lot of space, especially now that we're in the hotel. But it just gets so dirty. It gets like crusted on the fabric, like, food gets everywhere when she eats, and then like gets crusted like in the straps. and it just takes way too long every day to clean it. So I'm thinking about getting the Bumbo Multi. It's the Bumbo, like the seat with the trays. I feel like that'd be so much easier to clean. Sometimes if she has an outfit on and I don't want to take it off of her to feed her, which usually we'll just strip her down to a diaper and socks to feed her, but we will sometimes put on one of these smocks that looks like this. This one is by the brand High Sprouts, and I just basically Googled these a lot, looked on Bed Bath or Bye Bye Baby, and I think I ended up getting these on Amazon. So this one I like a lot better. This is like 12 to 24 month size, but because she's big, it fits her. I mean, obviously it's a little bit big on her. And then these other ones are okay. These are by Bumpkins, just like this, you know, smocky type material. And so it just ties in the back. So, you know, you get that, baby. The plan is to just have them have their outfit on underneath and then take it off, and you know, you have a clean baby. But sometimes she still, you know, will get it up under her. And then most often for feeding, we just like these kind of bibs. These are also by Bumpkins. This is a smaller size. We have some bigger ones. I got a bunch off of Amazon, and these wash up really nice. You just don't want to dry them. All right, so moving back and talking about sleep and kind of our daily routine. She, like I said, goes to bed around 7 every night. I've actually been trying to get her to go to bed a little later. I'm trying to creep up around 7:38, because that way she'll sleep in, and that's good for me too, because usually I don't go to bed till way late. And you gotta sleep when the baby's sleeping, right? So she wakes up. Usually I will feed her right away. She'll want a bottle, so 8 ounces of formula. Nom, 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 nom. Do you want something to chew on? I'll feed her and then just kind of like sit with her and hang out with her, and then we'll do a little bit playtime like on the floor, some tummy time and rolling over and just playing with some of her toys. And then about maybe like an hour to 2 hours after she wakes up and after she eats and everything, she will go down for her morning nap, I guess is what I want to call it. And just keep in mind, these are this is the schedule like when we're at home during the day, if we're not out and about, which is probably like half the time. We've been, you know, house hunting, going out house hunting. We've been going exploring the city and stuff like that. So when we're at home, I can tell that she'll get tired, and I'll put her down, you know, a couple hours maybe after she wakes up. And then she'll eat again when she wakes up. After that, another 8-ounce bottle. And the afternoon naps, after that, we kind of just play it by ear. Sometimes she'll want to go to bed, like go back to bed really early after lunch. And sometimes she won't. Sometimes she will just make herself overtired and be very cranky. But in general, I would say on the average day, she has about 3 naps. Maybe like 2.5 if we're doing like an actual average. So sometimes she gets that 3rd nap, sometimes she doesn't. And yeah, like I said, that totally differs if we're out and about. A lot of the time, well, she falls asleep in the car if she's tired like that. It's just like if you stop or hear a loud noise, well, that's no good. But she sleeps pretty well. Like if we're in a store shopping, I'll just put that Milk Snob cover, which I've showed you guys before. I'll put that over, and it kind of like, you know, gives her a little cocoon to sleep in. And then sometime in the afternoon, we will have another bottle, another 8-ounce bottle. And then for dinner time, when we're home, which about 90% of the time we're home to feed her solids, she will have her around 4 ounces of solid food. So, and then after that, she gets really hungry, or she doesn't get filled up, I don't think, from the solid foods, because about a half an hour after that, like once we get her cleaned up from dinner, we put her in her nighttime outfit, her pajamas, and she will get another 8-ounce bottle. And most of the time she will drink the whole 8-ounce bottle. Sometimes in the afternoon she'll have a 5th bottle. Most days it's about 4 8-ounce bottles. Another really cool thing is that we got a family membership to the YMCA, and they have daycare, or I mean, I think they call it like adventures and learning and development or something. It's daycare, but they're so good with the kids. I totally trust everybody that works there. It's a really small little daycare. I was like really nervous about taking her there, but yeah, I will go there, drop her off and work out, and then pick her up, and she just has the best time. Camera cut me off, not quite sure where I was, but I was talking about the YMCA and how she goes to daycare there. She has so much fun. The only downside to it is that she does not take a nap when she's there, even if she's super tired and it's nap time. At least she hasn't yet. I mean, we've been there about a dozen times. She just gets too excited and doesn't want to miss out on anything. So she just plays. And then after that, she's a little cranky and overtired. But she does so well there. I was like really nervous, you know, first time mom dropping your kid off at daycare for the first time. I mean, it's only like a 2-hour max, so I can't even leave her for more than 2 hours. But to me, that's a long time. So some of our favorite things as far as like products go, I just wanted to shout out this thing here. I'll put a picture of what it looks like because I can't really hold it up while I'm holding her. This is the Docatot, and it's kind of like, I mean, you can use it for a lot of things. I think a lot of people use it for co-sleeping. We don't co-sleep, as I've mentioned. She sleeps in her packing play now, or her crib, but I like to have this, like, let's say when I'm in the room, like kind of in the bathroom, which is over there, like getting ready, or, you know, doing something that I'm not going to be gone for like a long amount of time, but I can just like keep peeking in and out of at her. But like in here, there's no room for her to be on the floor and play, so she'll play on the bed. But obviously I don't want her to roll off, so I'll put her in here, and she's pretty content staying in there. I mean, sometimes she tries to roll out, but yeah, I just wanted to point that out. So we're still kind of getting the hang of this and kind of figuring out how it's going to fit into our life. They did send that to me, so I just wanted to give you guys my honest opinions. I know a lot of people freaking love it, and I wish that I had that when she was younger, because that, I mean, we would have got so much use out of that. That would have been awesome. La Sophie the giraffe. Sophie. She loves Sophie. This is like a $25 squeaky chewing rubber toy, which at first, when I was pregnant, everybody on all the registries, it's like registry favorite, registry must have, and I'm like, $25 for a freaking giraffe? No. But I ended up getting it, and it is her like favorite teething toy, and I just have this ribbon wrapped around its neck, choking it. Just kidding. But I clip this to her car seat straps when we're in the car, so it doesn't like fall out or hit the ground or anything, and she just loves it. Now, the brand Infantino, I think it is. Infantino, which I think they were on Shark Tank. Anyway, they have some dupes or kind of knockoffs that are around, like, I think they're $12.99 was this little guy. I have autofocus on this camera, so hopefully it will work and you guys can see. I think there's hair on this, which is gross. But this is kind of the same thing. Honestly, Sophie, which looks like that. Sophie is so much better. I honestly think she's like ergonomically correct for tiny little hands, because they can grab like the legs like that. They can grab the neck. She can chew on the feet, or she can chew on the head or the nose. And this one's just a little bit more awkward for her to hold. It's like top heavy. I still like you, Infantino, because you're so cute. But definitely if you're like in the market and you're trying to just get the Sophie La Giraffe. Probably JoJo's absolute favorite is her jump, I suppose you could call it, or an activity center. And I will insert a picture of the one we have. I'm pretty sure it's called the Baby Einstein Neighborhood Friends. We got ours at Walmart. You can get it at a lot of different places, but she freaking loves that, and she can entertain herself for a long time. So that thing is amazing, and we did bring that here to the hotel, even though space is so limited. I'm so glad we brought that because she uses it at least once a day. She really loves this VTech. See, she's grabbing for it. It's just like one of those kind of standard stacking little rings. She takes them on and off, and it plays like a little sound. We got these from Grandma Schwab. Stack the rings. Put the rings on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, take them off. Stack the rings. She likes to just, yeah, she really likes it. Takes them on and off. So this has been great. I'm gonna turn that off because that monkey's kind of annoying. There you go, baby. So those are just kind of some of the stuff that she's been enjoying as far as toys go. I do quickly want to shout out, here in my eye, these little booties. These are from Old Navy, and I just keep them together with a clothespin. Otherwise I lose them. So they're just like these little fleece booties. They have like little rubby nubbies on the bottom. Not that she needs them because she's not walking. These are like the only warm weather shoes that I've come across that stay on her feet. I mean, they come off sometimes, like if she's kicking like a lot or whatever, but these are freaking amazing. I wish they came in like all the colors of the rainbow because I would buy them. I do have them in, I think, all the colors they have, which is pink and gray, and in this one. So we have the 6 to 12 months, but I actually just ordered the next size up in all the colors because we love these. Just a few more things I want to talk to you guys about. So Jojo is not teething. That's what the pediatrician said. I was gonna say dermatologist. He didn't see anything coming up, although she kind of seems like she is. I thought she was a few weeks ago, just because, you know, she's sucking on everything. I think she's just getting ready, like she'll bite anything that she can. She drools a lot, but she's not technically like cutting teeth yet, so I don't know when that will happen. You know, it really just depends on the kid. And then she's definitely rolling over tummy to back, you know, back and forth, and she'll kind of just like army crawl and roll herself places, but she's very, very mobile, and I cannot wait till we get a house so she can have more room to spread out. All right guys, with that, I think that was everything I wanted to talk to you guys about. I would really like to do these updates every month. That's what I had intended to do until life kind of got in the way. Little girl is ready for dinner. What are we gonna have for dinner tonight? I might have bananas mixed with oatmeal because I think that's just what we might do. We like to switch it up. Switch it up. Oh, and she grabs at everything too, and she loves to pull Mama's hair. So 99% of the time I have to wear it in a ponytail unless I want to get it ripped out. I don't want to get ripped out because that hurts. Oh, and she's just in this little onesie right now because we had a blowout a little bit before I started filming. She had a cute little outfit on that I was gonna show her to you guys in, and then she had a blowout. If you guys have any specific questions of anything that I missed, leave them down below. Like I mentioned in the beginning, if you are new, welcome. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch the video, and please subscribe to see more. So for next month's video, the 7-month update, I will do that. If you guys would like to see it, let me know. And for that, if you have any specific questions that you would like me to talk about, leave those down below, because that's kind of a fun way to do it, kind of a Q&A style and plus an update. So anyway, thanks guys so much for hanging out. I'll see you later. Bye.